Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the MidLife WHAAAT podcast, where we are redefining the narrative because we are not our parents' generation, right? I am your host, Lenitra Jackson, and I'm excited because I don't know about you. Are you falling for fashion? It's fall outside. We need to talk about it. I'm excited to have some very great friends of mine. If you are new to the MidLife WHAAAT channel, you will know it's going to be casual conversations. We are just going to be real relaxed. We just going to be us. Hello, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
There we go. All right, there we go. That's how we do it. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, everybody. My name is Toshia. Hello. I'm living my best remix life, midlife. I'm all about fashion, love colors, love style, love trends, love it all. Stay in the stores, stay online. Let's talk.
Okay, good stuff.
I'm Debonair Man and also Twisted Words, which is my poet name. I'm truly a high-end, all-around fall fashion dresser. I even in the summertime, I keep the colors, keep the looks, if it's comfortable. And I'm going to guide you to what falling for fall fashion is about.
Okay. This is facts. This is how we act for real. When you think of fall and you think of fashion, especially on this midlife journey, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Confidence.
Colors. Confidence in colors.
Definitely. Confidence and colors. I think bold. I think sharing your personality. I think expressing who you are at this stage of life.
Colors for me is you complimenting your whole aura. It speaks volumes when you're stepping out of a car, stepping in a room, or you're just standing in position. No matter what, if you're in fall colors, people going to notice. They're going to be like, you're dressed for the theme. You're dressed for the time of the year. You're made for that look.
Interesting.
But I think you get there by being in midlife, getting to midlife. See, in your 20s, you dress for attention. In your 30s, when you're in the office, you're dressing for approval. And now you're in the moment, you're midlife. You're not dressing for any of those reasons other than to make yourself feel good. You're expressing yourself through your outfits, through those colors and everything. When you walk in that room, your confidence is being displayed through those outfits.
Yes. I love it. For me, I have one closet. I wear my clothes. Both of you know I wear my clothes year round. The only thing about a season that defines me is if there's snow on the ground, and I may or may not pull out a sweater, and I probably have about 3 or 4 of those. But most of the time, it's the same clothes that I'm wearing in the summer. For instance, today, I have on my blazer on top of my short sleeve t-shirt because it's hot where I am. I'm just going to pop it off and keep it moving. What's your take on season-based wardrobes?
I think it all depends upon where you live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the fall season here for me in Maryland is going to look, or the DMV is going to look different from the fall season where you are because it is warmer. We are talking midlife in the season of midlife.
Because for women, midlife is a whole season by itself.
Girl, we got one season.
Well, the piggyback on that, the difference between the seasons and how you dress, you can use the same clothing almost all year round, but when the fall comes around, you can layer it up. You can still wear the same thing you probably wore in the spring and the summer, but you can just put some layers underneath it and still complement the temperatures and the transitions of the season. When you're young, you're asking for attention. Yeah. When you're in midlife, you command it.
Ooh, midlife, you command it. Oh,
Basically, you're no longer in training. You are training.
That's what makes you walk with confidence. That's what makes you
Yes.
into that room and command attention.
We now talking about falling for fashion in this midlife journey where it's about color, confidence, commanding attention,
and compliments.
I love when I'm out and I see someone with a style going back to commands attention. I acknowledge it. I go over to the person and I say, hey, you are wearing that. You look great in it. I love your jacket. I love your dress. Whatever it is about that person's attire, I love it. I tell them, especially at this age now, I'm like, listen, let me give you your flowers now because I might not ever see you again. So what are your thoughts about giving people compliments as you see it out in public and it makes you go, wait a minute, that commanded my attention?
Well, as a brother, I don't have a problem complimenting men or women if they bring the presentation. Sometimes confidence is your best accessory to your whole outfit. When you're walking and you know that you have everything straight, your mind, body, soul, and presentation, everybody's going to see that radiated glow walking down the street. And they're going to have to say something because confidence is like a pheromone. You smell it and then you start to react to it.
Tasha, I know why you laughing and smiling because go ahead.
I think I have to agree with what you're saying, Trey. And I think that is the season that I find myself in now. You walk with love, you walk with charisma, you just walk with your head high. And it's midlife. It's midlife.
I thought you were going to talk about how some days we have, let's just be transparent about it, Tasha. You and I will be on the phone getting dressed to go somewhere, and then we'll get to a point where we say, oh, I'm just going to have to wear my personality tonight.
Yeah, you have those moments. You really do. And it shines. It shines. It's at this age, midlife, it's not hard to do.
No, it's being comfortable with who you are, where you are, owning the space that you occupy, the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, but taking into consideration that our fashion, our style does not define who we are.
It complements who we are.
You can't buy style, you just make it.
Okay, I see what we doing, Todd. You see what Trey doing, right?
I really live some of this conversation, not in the high end of it, but just in the love and interest to it. I do what I do because I'm comfortable with what I do, and I love what I do because I feel what I do.
I want to put a pin on one of the points that you just called out. You said not on the high end of it. Given today's environment in the world with the furloughs of the government, downsizing of major corporations, high prices of everyday items that we purchase, and here we are talking about fashion. I'm going to segue over to you, Tasha, because you have been phenomenal in turning me onto the way of, what do you call it?
Shopping.
Savvy shopping. Yes. Please do enlighten the audience about your perspective with savvy shopping.
And just as we age, as we go through life, we go through seasons. And with those seasons, we redefine our look. We redefine ourselves. And part of redefining ourselves includes redefining our look. As you get older, you don't want the look you had when you were in your 20s. As I mentioned earlier on, I like to shop. I love colors. I love clothes. Plain and simple. I love style. And I had to find a way to be smart about it because you also want to save. As you enter midlife, you think about retirement. So you don't want to just shop. You want to shop smart. You want to be frugal about it. And what I have learned is that most stores, as they put out new products, they do test. They'll put a pair of pants out in one color. They'll test that one color to see how it does. Well, while they're testing that one color to see how it does, I'm going to be the person that hops on the bandwagon because that one color is going to be less than maybe $30, but the other colors will be $99.99. Take
Oh.
advantage of those tests.
Yes, yes.
I
Mhm.
use those as opportunities to build on my wardrobe.
I love it. What is the store that you turned me on to recently?
I think it might have been, I don't know if I want to say it out loud because then if I
Oh,
say it out loud, they'll catch on and then they may change the way they do
You don't give
business.
away the secrets. You don't give
Right,
away the
right.
secrets.
Anyway, I'll just tell the audience.
yes. How do we find these deals?
One of the things you can do is when you are online, you're doing online shopping, immediately go to the sales.
Okay.
In the sales section, you will oftentimes find the same styles that are currently out or currently popular, but in a particular color at a desirable price.
I like the way you said that. Somebody in the comments said, okay, gatekeeping.
No, not gatekeeping.
Listen.
Well, let me bounce on that a little bit.
Reach out to me at Shemaine
Let me
to you, and we can talk more.
let me bounce on that from Mel's point of view. What I realize is if for a man, if for instance, buy a blazer, if you buy a particular color that is it's not too flashy, not too gaudy, say if you just buy something has gray with a hint of blue in it, I guarantee you can wear that gray 3 times that week by accessorizing, changing, putting accessories on it, changing the pants, changing the shoes, because they're going to see the blazer, but they're going to be more focused on your accessories more than the blazer and the idea that you just wore it 2 days ago.
Right.
You can wear that more than once as long as you change certain things that kind of give it more light to what it looks like. Like whatever you wear underneath the blazer. If you wore a dark color Monday and decide to wear a light blue on it Wednesday, they're going to be like, oh, wow. They're not even going to realize you're still wearing the same blazer. You just changed the accessories around.
Yes. Comment says having staple pieces is key.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Building off of what Trey is saying, 333. Finding 3 pieces, 3 key items you can wear during the week. Maybe taking that blazer, finding 3 different ways to wear just that one blazer makes 3 different outfits for the week. 333.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I'm gonna put that in the chat. 3 pieces, 3 ways to wear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
interchangeably, you could have a blazer, a top, a pair of pants. 3 different ways to wear those 3 pieces throughout the week, and you've got your outfits.
ooh,
Yes.
love it.
That works so well with people transitioning out of a certain work environment and now they have to dress up. The big thing is to have multiple color tops, multiple color bottoms, and maybe 2 different color blazers, and make sure those 2 color blazers go with everything you have.
I love going to the Goodwills. What are your thoughts about Goodwill? Salvation Army.
A gem. It's a treasure. It's a treasure.
It is.
Trust me. People are sleeping on that. You will be surprised of the things you will find in there that are actually sometimes designer. You'd be surprised that people putting designer stuff in there or giving away designer stuff. Goodwill brings out great looks. Don't think of the name. Think of the actions and the answers, the resolution to that. Goodwill is the question. Great looks is the answer.
Let's break it down even more because we're talking very general, giving out some great gems. But what's something, if I'm watching the replay of this live, listening to the audio that'll be on all platforms?
Remind them.
What do you do in your everyday? What do you wear? Be realistic about it. especially taking into consideration on this midlife journey. We're parenting the parents. Some of us may have kids in the household. We may have adult kids, have our businesses. You know, we're juggling many hats, many heels, many purses that we're carrying. What's realistic? Give us a day in your life when it comes to fashion, and keep it specific to you, not in general, people that you see and people thoughts about other people, but you personally. I see that look, Tasha. Give us a day. Pick a day that you felt your best, and what are the thoughts that went into you selecting the particular clothing that you were wearing, and accessories, whatever it was. Give us head to toe, recreate that look and your thoughts behind it and your feeling about it.
For me, I love sex appeal, but I love sex appeal for myself. It makes me feel good.
Ooh.
My sex appeal comes from within. And when I think about outfits, I think about the outfit that's going to make me feel sexy from within.
I want you to be real honest. And remember, I know both of you. I am going to hold you accountable to what you're sharing with the listening audience, because I want it to be real conversation.
For me, it takes time to put the right outfit together. It cannot be rushed. When I get ready for the week, I start on Sunday. I have learned, because I have a love for clothes, I have to plan this out throughout the week. I look at the weather. I always take the weather into consideration.
Okay.
On a Sunday evening, I plan my outfits. I pick out my base pieces. From there, throughout the week, well, focusing on Monday, since Monday's next, I really put thought into what that outfit is going to look like. Huh?
This is her truth. She is not lying. I've been on the phone with her when she's doing this. She is telling her testimony. Thank you.
Well, yeah, it takes time. Clothes to me are like art. They tell your story. When I'm doing my videos that I shoot in front of my office, they tell my story. Going back to planning for the week, though, I think about the weather and I think about what looks I want that week. I also go based on my mood. I'm going based on my mood Sunday when I put these outfits together. But by Thursday, that may not be the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's changed some. I might have the same pieces. I might switch the pants, or maybe I switch the top, or maybe I add a few more, or maybe I go for a bolder look depending upon my mood.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it takes time. My look evolves as the week goes on based on my mood.
Okay. I've been on the phone when she's gone through the process, and I'm sitting here like, what? How do you determine if you're going to wear a dress, a skirt, or a pair of pants? How do you determine that on Sunday?
Today, the weather is a high of 62. That automatically tells me I'm not wearing, well, my season is a little different, but I'm not wearing a tank top.
Okay.
I'm not wearing shorts.
Okay.
I'm not wearing something that's thin. I'm going to put on layers because today is 62. It's also cloudy out. So because it's cloudy out, I want my personality to shine. I want something bright. I want something bold. I want to pop. Again, I don't want to be seen by somebody else, but I want to be seen by me. This is what
Okay.
makes me feel and look good from the inside out. So I'm going to go for a bold color, like the color I have on, as you can see. I'm going to go for a bold color. I'm going to go for a pair of pants because it's cool out today and it's a Saturday and I want to be comfortable because I have errands to run. But I also want to be cute. Maybe I'll put on a pair of faux leather cargo pants.
Ooh.
I can't show you, but I see them. A bold color, some cute earrings. I don't wear makeup. I might do lipstick. If I do lipstick, I'll do something that's like a magenta. And a cute shoe. Not sure what that cute shoe would be. Right now, I'm thinking maybe an ankle booty, or maybe even the tennis shoes are cute. Maybe a stylish tennis shoe. I'm thinking to complement the faux leather pants I have on that have, which you can't see, the silver zipper detailing. Maybe something with silver in it to help bring it all together or help seal the pop of color.
Mhm. Thank you for sharing, because I literally could picture what you were talking about. And it gave some ideas you were about to go into, because you're in your own personal season. Some of us, we know what that means. How do you account for being in your own personal season in the fall?
I dress lighter. Sweaters are a big thing this year for this season. We're entering the fall and winter season. Sweaters are really, really popular. You'll see a lot of outfits posted with sweaters. Yeah, that's one that I'm not going to do. Or if I do a sweater, I'm going to take that sweater and throw it over my shoulders, maybe on top of this to add a layer. But I'm going to keep it cool, nice and cool. For me, it won't be heavy coats. It'll be lighter coats, a lighter trench, something that's not so thick wool. I'll have to pass on that this season. Maybe something a little thinner with a lighter material.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. For my season that I'm currently in order to stay stylish, I
Yes.
have to do lighter clothing. I can't do the layers. I can do the layered look if I throw it over my shoulders, but
Okay.
that's about it.
Feel free to drop in the comments any questions that you may have. Give us your take on falling for fashion. What do you do? What does it look like for you? And Debonair Man, what is your testimony? Pick a day that you felt your best, or you said, okay, this is what I'm doing. Walk us through the process that you go through.
I'm almost like Tasha. I try to plan ahead what I wear, but I do go through the scrambled egg phase where at the last moment I'm like, oh, I don't know what to wear. I think I need to go out and buy something, and I don't really need to buy something. I have plenty of stuff around to wear. One thing I found in my wardrobe not only caters to my personality, but it caters to my car. You can have this dressy look, but also look casual. It's not just about what you're wearing when you're in your car. It's how you step out of the car with what you're wearing. One thing I definitely wear is some type of taper chinos, pants, whether they're plaid, solid color. And my go-to now, and until the weather gets colder, are knit polos. Oh my God, like they are the bomb right now. A good knit polo, and most of them have all been fall colors, and driving loafers. Driving loafers are casual, sporty, and dressy at the same time. No matter how you put it together, when you come out, you can be in an environment full of suits, and they're still looking at you that you're dressed up. And I just got that recently at CBC. I was getting more compliments than the guys that were in the suits. I mean, these are the same guys that are dressed down. And I'm looking at them like, yo, you look fly. But they're like, no, you look fly. My choice, especially in the fall season, is to wear colors as if I'm the leaf that just fell off the tree. I am that colorful leaf that just fell off the tree. I'm wearing the colors of fall.
Not the colorful leaf that just fell off the tree. Okay.
Yes.
You hear him talk.
Right.
If you guys want an idea in the chat room and the people are listening, go to my Debonair Man page. You'll see some of the outfits that I've worn thus far. I shared a few, like Tasha said, but I disagree with her. I'm going to wear sweaters. It has to be a little chilly enough for me to wear a sweater, but I will go with a jersey knit tee, long sleeve tee, short bomber like driver jacket to wear over that if it's that chilly. Jeans, well-tailored jeans. Everything that comes off the rack doesn't fit stat. You have to get stuff that tailors to your look. It's only tailoring to the rack. You might have to modify what you buy so it complements your look. You don't want anything draping or dragging underneath your shoes because now you took away your look from the shoes. Again, color plays a big part of it. But again, at our age, vice the 20s, in the 20s, you're looking for approval. In the 50s, you approve. You don't have to worry about what anybody says when you're walking out the door because you're the person that needs to approve what you're wearing.
Okay. Some of the comments that I'm receiving is that definitely agreement with colors in this season, compliments to the colors that are currently on the live. I know for me, it's 12 months. There's this one season. I'm a son. I was born in August. I think I live in Florida, have never lived in Florida. I feel as though I'm by the water. My attire tends to reflect that. Love the bright colors. One of my major looks is wearing all white. I just don't know. That's my staple uniform. That's because when I'm going to the airport, I have on my white linen pants. I have on my white tank top, my white linen button-up shirt that's oversized with my wedge heel. And I'm going, that empowers me. Going back to how the level of confidence that is exuded, it just makes me feel good. On some days when I'm not feeling my best, I know that if I put on a bright color, that it just energizes me. I recently went through my closet and did a purge. You know, it's the fall. I didn't do it because it is fall. Let me just stop lying. No, let me stop. I just did it. Toshia and I went through this process together. Took out everything that was too little, everything that was too big. I took out the clothes where I saw in photos about 10 years ago, some maybe 15 to 20. We don't judge here. We just listen. And I took them out. I want to show up in a different way. If I'm still holding on to what I always had in my quick to grab clothing, then that's what I'm going to wear. So now I want to incorporate more staple pieces. And thanks to savvy shopping, I can do that. Well, oranges, the fall colors, those are my colors too. I love those colors. If you look at my closet, it's like a rainbow. And it's so pretty. I put everything in the closet so that it's color coordinated. My goal in what I did to purge was to make it easier for me so that when I get up in the mornings, because I don't plan, I am a procrastinator, I can grab and go. And now that my closet has been purged, I can do it in a short amount of time period, which means I can sleep a little bit longer, and I grab and go. What is your take as it relates to how your closet is organized, what you have in your closet, and fall fashion?
I might not be the person to ask that question.
Oh, no. That's why I asked the question. I know both of you. My questions are very
Okay,
intentional.
so my answer to that is for men, if you're only going to work and coming home and you're doing very little the street leisure things, try to find two go-to interchangeable outfits that you can wear that you don't have to think hard about, that you know, oh, I feel comfortable in this. Oh, this looks good on me, you know, and knowing there's 10 million people in the city, only maybe 5 of them seen you in one of those outfits. So you still got 999,000 million people who still ain't seen you in one of those outfits. Try to minimize your expansion. For men, it's a lot different. You know, you just have jeans, a good casual sweatsuit, something that has a zip up mock neck to it, matching pants, and some decent casual but still sort of trendy shoes. You want to look age appropriate, but you don't want to look too young either.
For you personally, what does your closet look like?
When I talk about how things are folded, they're folded. Actually, to be honest with you, I just did this change the other day. I have 4 piles of clothes folded up based on every day of the week. So I know that if I went through the first layer on that pile, then I'm going to the second layer, the next pile, third layer. That I wear scrubs every day, so I don't have the option to think about what I'm going to wear when I go to work. It's just what I wear if I do something afterwards or if I go out that weekend. My in-between time, like when I got errands to run, especially this time of year, it's going to be like a jogger. It's going to be a jogger, a nice jogger. And trust and believe, my joggers are in fall colors. I have my olives. I have a cream. I have the blue. I have a Bordeaux color, which is burgundy for people who don't know what Bordeaux is. And I do actually have a burnt orange one coming on the way. And that burnt orange one is sick. I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell people this, especially men and women. Try colors. Look at it from the mannequin and say, that's not me. One of my quotes that I live by, don't say you don't like the apple if you've never bit it. Try it first. Look at it on you, not on the mannequin, and see how it radiates your melanin, how it measures your physique, and how it makes you smile when you see it on you and not the mannequin.
I like that.
My closet is chaotic. It's organized, but it's not organized. And I say that because I have two closets. I have pants on one side, in the middle I have my blouses. Then in another closet, I have all my skirts and dresses. For me, coats, blazers, sweaters, those are a thing. Cardigans, those are things. They have a closet.
Wow.
That's why I plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Start on Sunday. Today being Saturday, it being the weekend, because my closet is hectic. I think for women, we have our own sense of organization when it comes to our closet, but I think most women have a closet that's chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
And in trying to put the outfit together, a grab and go day for me looks like a pair of jeans.
You mentioned that you wear the driving loafers. And I noticed a trend with men in this fall season of the driving loafers with a pair of jeans, a button-up shirt, and a blazer. And I find it to be very attractive. What else have you seen, or do you feel as though we should bring back? Because, everything comes back around. Is there
It
something
does. It
differently
does.
that you're doing for yourself, or that you've noticed with other men, especially now that it's fall season?
Wear the same look, minus the jacket. Wear a long sleeve t-shirt with the buttons in the front. That's a major go to. That's a major go
Mm.
to. You got the long
Mm.
sleeve tee with the buttons on the front. That is like a major go to. And another thing you could also try is, which is coming back around, wearing a nice polo shirt with a vest sweater over it. Definitely hands on. Definitely
Ooh.
hands on.
Wait.
I think
Let me
about
get
that
the
back in the
visual.
days when I was in school. We did that with vest sweater and a polo, or a vest sweater and a good t-shirt. Very comfortable, very casual, nice look. Still gets that ooh and ah effect all the time.
A
Those are the things to
vest,
try out.
a
Yeah.
vest with a t-shirt. Vest that you wear up on, like men wear up under a suit.
A sweater vest, a dress vest too. Yeah, with a t-shirt. Actually, it's good for the summer, spring, fall look. I would suggest that too. Or wear the dress vest, some jeans, and a button-down dress shirt, and some good smell goods. Smell goods always
Ooh.
matches the outfit.
How did we not talk about that part? We mentioned key pieces, but we didn't talk about accessories, and we didn't talk about the fragrance. What you wearing? What's on your dresser?
I've been wearing a lot of the Middle Eastern perfumes.
Oh, yes.
I've been wearing
Yes, yes.
a lot of those, and especially now that we're in the fall, because they're heavier scents. And with this being the fall, it's easier to wear those heavier scents during this time of year. Spring, you want peach, you want something that's light, vanilla. People are still wearing vanilla this year during the fall. Now is where heavier scents are coming out.
Okay.
I agree with Tasha. Right now, for the men, you should be looking towards the vanilla, the ouds, the woods, the
Yeah.
ambers, and maybe a hint of lavender too. It actually complements the wood vanilla.
And what's the fragrance that you wear?
Oh gosh, there's so many to choose from.
What's the one that says, "Oh, it's fall. I'm wearing this today."
Fragrance called Tifa. I think that's what it's
Yes,
pronounced.
that's the brand. Yeah.
That's definitely the go-to. Meet You Man is a really good. Confessions is actually a good fall fragrance too. Any type of fragrance that has maybe something with elixir on there, definitely get that. That is a must-have.
Okay, good stuff. And of course, I wear all my cologne all year round. I don't do heavy, light. It's whatever I feel as though I want to wear today. That's what I'm wearing today. For me, it's all about what makes me feel good in this particular moment and what type of feeling do I want to evoke within myself on a go for it basis. I wear my fragrances year round. Plus, some of them I paid a lot of money for, and I don't
Yeah,
need to be sitting there
absolutely.
waiting for your season, you know?
That part right there. But some of the guys, there's still the normal go tos, the Baccarat, Rouge, 540, Bond number 9 Platinum, the Creed Aventus. You know, if you got that kind of money, go for it because it's not going to die out. Those fragrances are definitely going to turn head. They're
Trey,
definitely going to turn heads.
look at Tasha.
Ooh. I'm just gonna say, if I like it, I buy it. I have fragrances for the winter, and I believe in paying money. I have some very nice perfumes. I believe in paying money. Well, you know what? I won't even
Yeah.
say I believe in paying money because I also buy perfumes from Zara. I just recently bought one from Zara last
Woo!
week.
Yes.
Yeah, they do nice.
Yes. Most of their fragrances are Ed Malone. It's definitely a good
Oh,
fragrance to
really?
get.
I didn't know
Really?
that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, it has the hat like top to it. That's an Ed Malone special.
Down and go upstairs and look at the one I just bought. I have some from Zara that are $19.99, and well, I also have some that are more than $1.99. For me, it's all about the scent, what's in the scent, what embodies the scent, what fragrances embody the scent. And if it's a heavier scent, I save those for the fall, and if it's a lighter scent, I tend to save those for the spring and summer.
In the comments, someone said, you buy what smells good on you. Exactly,
There you go.
Denise.
Chemistry.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it
Chemistry.
Really is all about the chemistry.
going back to Denise's comment is you buy what smells good on you. Don't get caught up or feel compelled that because it's trending on social media that you need to buy that particular fragrance. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about accessories. I would love for both of you to come back so that we can continue this conversation. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the first episode of MidLife WHAAAT.